My name is Pam Peak. I'm the National Director for Right to Play for the U.S. National Office.
Doreen Milady, I'm the Development Officer for the Right to Play USA National Office.
Kathy Holding, I'm an intern at the USA Right to Play National Office.
So this week we've been talking about the MDGs, and each of them are equally as important, but if I could get each of you to just pick one that you're really interested in seeing achieved by 2015, could you explain which one and why?
In terms of one of the goals that we most work on as Right to Play as an organization, but also being inspired by the conversations we just heard with our administrator of the USAID, it's really child and maternal health is one of the major issues that we work on. We work on especially health and disease prevention in women and children through our programs that we do, affecting nearly 700,000 children each week around the globe. And one of the things that we do is we use the power of sport and play to actually talk about what causes some of these issues. We're heavily involved, say, in malaria, for example. We've heard a lot about how a net can save a life. What we're also finding, our research in the field, is that children and families also often don't know what causes malaria, so therefore they're not using their nets appropriately. There's some communities in Africa that believe that malaria is caused by eating mangoes. It happens to correlate with the rainy season, but it's not factually accurate. So we do programs with children that really, in fun and in schools and community events, that actually talk about how malaria is from mosquitoes. And through the fun of play, they learn that, they go home, they work with their families, and we're finding then that they're actually in turn more likely to use their bed nets, use them appropriately, and therefore actually save their families' lives and increase health. So that to me is, one of, I think, the things we're most proud of. We do that throughout Africa and Asia, and it's really an exciting program.
I would also the empowerment of women and children, especially women. Most of our games focus on girls and making sure they feel good about themselves and making sure they make good decisions about their body and nutrition and so forth. So what's a big focus for us is making sure girls can really feel confident about making good, healthy choices. And we usually do that in the Middle East and Africa and Asia.
Yeah, I think I have to echo that too, especially with women and children. Just knowing how to control your body and feeling comfortable enough to just take control of your own life.
And yesterday, President Barack Obama announced that America is going to change the way we do business regarding development. If I could just get each of your, views on that.
I think it's really exciting. I think it's an incredible shift in foreign policy. They were talking about the 3 Ds and how development is now really an essential thread in that, and understanding that empowering people through economic progress, empowerment of women and children is really instrumental to peace and stability. And I think that is absolutely true. We found that as well in the communities in which we work. So we look forward to continuing our work with USAID and our administration to meet those goals.
Right to Play usually comes up with very innovative and creative ideas to promote education and development, so it's definitely in lines with many of what Obama was saying yesterday.
I also think something that's really exciting is that transparency that he talked about, and making sure that the organizations that are getting a lot of the funding are the organizations that are actually making a difference and using the tools that they have the way they should be. So I think we're really excited about that.
Yeah, we believe heavily in measurable results, so that's what we do with all of our programs. It's $50 per child per year to participate in our programs to really transform a child's life. And we have associated metrics of impact. So I thought that was one of the other really exciting movements towards transparency, is really focusing government resources on programs that can measure the impact that they're having and really do achieve the Millennium Development Goals that they set out to do.
Aside from government officials, what can individuals do that want to be involved with trying to help get the MDGs achieved?
Sure. I think people can be educated. They can understand what the MDGs are trying to achieve. I think what the USAID administrator was talking about today is getting involved through websites, learning about the organizations that are doing actionable work. We're at righttoplayusa.org. You can learn about the programs that we do, help support some of the work that we do, learn about our partner organizations. We're here in large part, at least in New York today, in this room because of our partnership with the 92nd Street Y. So, it's really important for us to just get the word out. $5, $10, $15 goes a long way. As I said before, it's only for us $50 per child per year to participate in our programs that really are transforming lives. So, it's people can get involved in different ways, raise awareness, different programs. So just encourage people to get involved and learn about how all of us are working with the business community and partnerships to really affect change.
Just spreading the word. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, and we're constantly updating about all of our programs and what we're doing and just spreading it around to everybody else.